Hello, everybody. We're out here tonight doing a walkthrough at what I call Fenrisfang Keep out here in the deep north along the seashore. It was for an event that I'd built on the server here. Putting this video uploaded uh, as kind of a second to last video closeout for the previous season. We're going to be starting a new server and a new season, preferably with better audio and editing. And tonight I have a special guest for you tonight. It's Pants. Hi, Pants. Oh, wow. Look, she knows how to wave.
Hello.
He's housebroken.
Yeah, I'm along for the ride today.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Should I
Let's walk up
should I
this,
take you up the path?
yeah, go for it. Let's walk on up the path here and, see
Oh,
what
so
we
this is
find.
where we all start. We all started in our cozy little bunkhouse
Oh,
that Sad was nice enough to make for us.
with little help from some friends, stocking and whatnot, just supplies for before the event would begin. We'd have food and potions and ammunition and whatnot in there. Did you
Yeah,
like
but
groups of how many did we do?
four.
That's right, groups of four.
Yeah, we each had our own bed and our little bunks. If we took too long, then we had to worry about serpents showing up.
Oh, pesky serpents.
Anyways, if you'll follow me
Oh,
up this lovely path.
oh such great pathing.
It's actually really useful having a path because it's quite it's a quite large area, so it helps to kind of figure out where you should be going. But you'd come across these little tower fortresses, and we'd have things like draugrs and draugr archers. And then there's a surprise golem or two up here as well.
Oh no,
And some
wicked.
drakes. Is at this point people realize it's probably a bad idea to run off by yourself because you're just gonna die.
Yeah, that seems like a
So
terrible idea.
you had to work together as a team, which was fun. And we keep going up the path here, get some more towers, some more drakes, golems, spooky things like that. We have archer towers up here as well to take out, so... Oh, I think I heard one. We still have something up here.
Looks like there's a group of three skeletons in here. I shouldn't have handed out any rewards last time the event took place. I don't think.
Yeah,
Oh, I do want
my...
to say that this was built in freeform flight, like creative mode, no supplies used for, because it was used for since it was used for a server event for multiple players.
But you didn't use Gizmo or anything. Like, this is all... They're like vanilla pieces. All of that's vanilla Valheim pieces and orientations as well.
Every last bit except for these stone towers, I clipped those from somewhere else in a deep hidden black forest and dragged them way up here to the frozen north to clip them around and uh, I don't know, give y'all something to either defend or
You
I
copied and pasted it though, right?
yeah, I copied it with
Yeah.
the infinity hammer and then just pasted it where I
Yeah.
wanted it.
So what I meant though is like you didn't rotate anything in any degrees that it's not meant to be in vanilla, which I think is important once you get to Fenris Fang Keep. That's all like vanilla Valheim pieces and orientations were used.
Yeah, the only thing that I used was dev commands so that I didn't have to grind the materials, but all of this was placed. It may have also. Oh, let me see. What's the color? Yeah, definitely some dev commands used up there to hold these together, but there's definitely no gizmo. That's what is that? A vertical into a 26 degree into a 26-degree beam, I believe, iron beam into just wooden beam. So there would be obviously stability issues if you could build this without it. I just freehand built it, but if you wanted to, you would have put the iron beams inside of these core beams and actually brought it down, and it would hold up just fine after that. I was just slapped it together really quick. It actually used to be right where my camera is facing right now, but I pulled it out of there. I thought it was too distracting, and then since I had attached it to the hammer, I just spammed them all over the place because I thought it looked cool. And then I could maybe remove these stone vanilla pieces, and then it would be 100% from my end of things. It was an afterthought, but whatever. It is what it is.
These towers are new. When I did my iteration, I didn't get to see these crazy spider towers.
Yeah. It was designed for future use. I just don't think there's going to be any future use here.
This is a cool view too, with like the pathway and all the towers going down.
I have the time of day set for zero 0.5, by the way. That's why it shouldn't get dark and clear while we're here, so we don't have to worry about that.
But this was one of my favorite parts coming up the mountain was this pathway if you took this fork in the road because if you came up here, you kind of saw this like purpley mist and it as you got closer, you realized they were ghosts. The kind that you normally find in the Black Forest crypts were hanging around this sunken tower, which was spooky. Yeah, like this.
Kind of like that,
Thanks.
huh?
Thanks a lot. As I come down here to see
You'll
what
be
you're
fine.
doing. No, it's scary. I can't get out.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna leave them down there. That's where they live.
No? Cool. Let's proceed then. Go on back down the path and drag. Maybe they'll drop aggro and wander back.
I'll just bring them with me.
There you go. You have friends.
It's my entourage.
Who knew you were so popular? With the ghosts.
They're too spooky. I had to get rid of them.
They're indestructible, I believe.
Okay, that did a lot of damage. Or it looked like it did, number-wise.
That is a little nuts. I might want to swap out my frost staff for fire.
It's not OP at all.
Valheim, but for wizards.
Yeah, and this is the Great FenrisFang Keep. So that's why I was talking about you didn't use any gizmo and just vanilla pieces, but I think it's like a very
A series of
creative.
26 and 45-degree naturally placed. Again, the stability is super cheated. There's no way you could build this without using a infinity hammer or something of the like, something of the sort. And actually, I've never messed around with it before, ever before this, believe it or not. And I'm glad that I did mess around with it because I definitely would never try to build a dog in vanilla.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should do a fly around to get the actual full effect.
All right, there's the flyby. Can you open up the gate?
Sure. This is one of the entrances in. There's a few different ways into the keep that you could get into. Of course, the whole thing's defended by draugrs. Draugrs everywhere, archers, some more golems, skeletons. Just a huge battle royale with 4 people trying to break in here with everything defending it.
That sounds terrible.
What are you blowing up the hot tub for?
I was just warming it up a bit.
Oh, there we go. This is really comfortable, like this freezing cold water. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, hot tub it.
Oh. But the whole fortress itself is really huge. Yeah,
No
put your
comment.
pants back
No
on.
comment. No comment. Double no comment. So Nina helped with this. I want to make sure I wanted to mention one of our friends, Nina, on the server. Built this whole section up here while I was building the. I'm going to just show it one more time as a close up while I discuss it because I'm sure people will kind of want to see. While I was building this section over here, uh, from here on up, uh, Nina was building that section. So you'll notice on the back side of the dog's rear end here, it is a traditionally roofed building. And then after I had finished doing the head over here for I don't know, Mr. Fenray over here, when I got done doing that, and then flew up in there and looked back at it as I was roofing this area right here, I started just going, all right, we're turning this into a whole dog, not just a doggy head, apparently. Oh, look at you, cheater. You're gonna get banned from the server.
No, I took the stairwell. See the curvy
Mm-hmm.
stairwell?
Yep. Hacker.
See, look, there, I jumped, and then I jumped. Wasn't that amazing?
I'm gonna have to ban myself next. Shoot. It's not a stairway. It's upper rear hind thigh thing.
But it also has stairs.
There's no stairs, ma'am.
And I think Nina made this is the war room. Nina threw together, right?
That's correct. Yes, that's what I was saying. Nina decorated and built this whole entire throne room. She did a fantastic job.
You get really high comfort as well, so
I'm at 12. Is it higher on
yeah.
the throne?
No, 12, I mean, I think 12 is great.
I mean, it's good enough considering you're gonna run out there and die in about, 3 minutes, anyways.
We had some archery decks. Also a bunk room. So in like I think if people didn't know already, initially you had this as a fortress that players would defend, so
Oh, that's right. I didn't mention it.
we would we would
Originally,
start
this was in
here.
the plains, and you would start in the keep, and then fight your way down into what was a tar pit next to a fueling village. But I said after I had built it, thankfully it was built with Infinity Hammer because that made it to where I was able to then select the whole building and bring it all the way up here and then place it again. with minimal consequences. There were some losses. This area back here, a lot of this area is underground. Like if you went digging back here, you'd find more base because the terrain is different. And then the floor over here, this glass floor, is heavily decorated underneath all this snow. But again, you cannot see it anymore. So where were we? We were at the war room. Yeah, up top. Let me finish going through the archery observation area on over from there.
I'll come back up there as well.
When in doubt, jump out. Whoa, fancy meeting you here. It's a fancy pants.
Yeah, there's quite a lot packed into here with all the different rooms and pathways you can take
Again, this is one
and
of the
challenge.
losses right here because one of those bird looking things used to be right here and it was removed because that was used as an observation archery deck to shoot at stuff fighting up this way. But after the script got flipped, I swapped that out. But sorry for this. This is gross here, and I never got around to fixing it. My bad.
But this is cool where you can go up into the mouth of the wolf. Here, let me come out.
Don't die.
I'll try not to. Then you can get down into the courtyard as well. Oh, the treasure room's really pretty.
Oh, you got me. That's it. Game over. End of
You
video,
passed now?
everybody. This is my
Good job,
life.
the admin.
That's it. Nobody can ever get banned again. Look, I'll be good. I'll be alright. There's lots of gold here and gems. I wish my chair was a little further away from the desk, but other than that.
That must be really comfortable sitting right in front of that forge.
Oh, I thought I got stuck there. Well, I thought I had higher comfort in here, but that also might have been a loss after the moving of the base.
If you come down here, there's like another entrance into the base, one of the other ways you can get in and attack.
Yeah, this is a super secret hidden area here where nobody even knew it existed.
We got little baby Loxus in the Lox pen.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Wow, look at how many are there. One, two, three, four, five. Aw, delicious locks.
Yeah. Maybe someone was using the pen to breed Loxus to cook.
Oh god, we got here on time. If they show up while I'm here, it's not going down like that.
Was this because it's a wild Lox?
What happened there?
He died. I don't know what was going on. It was a wild Lox, though. I thought.
It must have been wild.
I don't know how we got a wild Lox calf up in there.
It's the new meta. You gotta do lock spins in the deep north.
Yeah. We had like a little farming area. You can come up here and grind your wheat.
Yeah, that seems pleasant.
Meanwhile, it's like snowstorming for me. We have a really beautiful kitchen area with all the amenities.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nina built the kitchen area as well while I think while she was building that kitchen, I was building this doorway right here specifically with the trophy totem pole here.
Did you see this sink or get this sink in the video? I think it's really cute. I always like the sinks.
Yeah, Nina does a great job everywhere she goes.
And when this is the when we were starting here to defend the keep, this was the staging area for us all to start at to prep and cook and everything.
Gear and prizes. Do I get a Yagalift trophy? Yagaluth, whatever his name is.
I'm bummed the snow's covering up the floor though.
Yeah, so like I said, there was torches and all that underneath there, like I did over at my actual build. You can look at the darn near any of my previous videos to see what I'm talking about on that. This was the original glass floor that we did, but unfortunately, like I said, after we moved it over here, it became a casualty. These are obliterators, also, by the way, in case people ask. If you could hide the obliterator and put a bunch of them together, it almost looks like dead aspen trees of some sort, maybe. Or not dead, but like winter aspen. And the lighting, obviously, is based off of the braziers there. I bet you if those were blue torches instead of braziers, they'd probably reflect blue light instead of look all bronzy. Let's actually try that really quick. What do you say?
No, I'm pretty sure they are actually bronze colored or copper.
It's
See?
looking like you're right so far.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool, like some sort of science fiction wire forest.
Oh yeah. I actually used to build, and I'm sure other people may or may not be into doing like dioramas or whatever, and it kind of reminds me of that as well. Like you would make it out of what I was getting at is like if you were doing a diorama, you could do it with like copper wiring and make trees out of it, twisting them
Yeah,
together.
yeah. It's just a really cool area.
Oh, and also, yeah, I misspoke. This actually right here is the original glass floor right here, believe it or not. But again, it's
That's a
gone
cute
as
floor.
well. Yeah, there should be like I think there's like 3 or 4 blue torches down underneath that snow somewhere, pretty deep
Yeah,
down. To
those
I
are
dug it
really
out to
deep.
water.
Yeah, it was really deep. It was like several meters, and it had torches and plants and shiny stuff. Treasure, I think.
Yep, R.I.P. All right, everybody, that about does it. Did you have fun when you were doing the event, Pants? What did you think about that when it was ran? You ran it several times, so how did you feel about it? What did it remind you of doing while you were? Because it obviously wasn't really. It couldn't have been too much like playing Valheim, right?
No, I loved both iterations of it. I really like the first iteration where it was defend the fort style and you started here was really fun and built up a lot of excitement when you were in the waiting room, and then the second iteration where this iteration where you start down the hill was really exciting as well. Especially with this being the deep north, it blizzards a lot. So when I did it, it we started during the daytime, and then as we got ready to go, a blizzard started and then night fell. So you're fighting your way up this mountain in the blizzard and it's dark out and stuff's trying to kill you. It's just really exciting with the environment and the
Yeah.
towers.
Oh, sorry to cut you off there. While it was being ran, it wasn't just like super easy. You kill four druggers here or three druggers there. I'd spawn like 4 or 5 two-star drugger archers here and in that tower all the way up. So if you got too close to those, you would have to deal with that. So more than likely, you were basically coming through here thinking you were relatively safe with stone golems waiting to spawn on either side when you came through, which would then either make you retreat or go up the hillside. And if you went up the hillside, you probably made the situation worse. And then up here, I would have
There was surprise abominations. I forgot
exactly
about that.
abominations tucked in back over here, waiting for people. So if they came up this hillside, they'd get the abominals.
Yeah, with like the extra stars and everything. It was difficult. Like you'd be hard pressed to get through this without dying at least once unless your team really knew what they were doing.
Definitely not the first time, and some of our best players died, but mostly because of lag, I think, because Valheim unfortunately is still not the greatest at handling big multiplayer events. Unfortunately, I think everybody had fun. It was low risk. Of course, you lose your skills, but other than that,
Yeah, I think it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. It's fun doing team stuff like this, something that you don't normally get in Valheim unless someone decides to make it.
that's my favorite part about playing Valheim is multiplayer. I would have lost interest in this game a long time ago if it was not for finding a good multiplayer server to play with, enjoyable fun. Happy friends. Speaking of happy friends, you know what time it is, everybody? It's time to start recording. Isn't that great? Alrighty. Good night, everybody. I hope you had fun.